Hey everybody, how's it going? Ryan with the Gear Room here, and today we're looking at a speaker repair that's been a long time coming. It's a 1959, the 41st week of 1959, Jensen P12R out of a 1961 Martin & Company amp. The amp was always treated well, stored in a closet indoors, but unplayed for 35, maybe 40 years. It was my grandfather's, and yeah, when he gave it to me, the speaker edge was cracked, and so I played it kind of lightly throughout the years and never really dug into it, but it always started distorting because you could hear the flapping of the speaker because it's right around the edge. For years now, I've been swapping speakers in and out of it just because I didn't want to damage that speaker any more than it already was, but I didn't also want to just go and have it reconed. I wanted to keep it, original in that sense. And so today I'm trying something that, people who are purists might absolutely hate, but I guess I figure it's no worse than a speaker just sitting in a box up in my room not being played anyway. So what we're doing today is we are actually taking the Weldwood contact cement, and we're going to be basically doing a doping around the edges for it, giving it a little more strength. There's a few small little cracks around the edge, and then there's probably a 5 or 6 inch tear right around the edge of it. And how we're going to be fixing that is with a little Chemex coffee filter. The beautiful part about the round top Chemex filters, they fit a 12-inch speaker edge perfectly. They just butt right up against it and it's right there. So the curve is the exact same, which is awesome. Good for you, Chemex. On the back side of the speaker, since I'm able to access it on the back side, I'm going to be slipping this down underneath, and we'll be cementing the back side of it and putting the paper as a filler to repair that tear. So yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at and trying to fix today. Yeah, so here is a time lapse you can see of the speaker repair, and then you'll hear some playing demos at the end as well. And we'll just talk about how it all came together. So. Alright, so there it is, the speaker repair. I wasn't thinking, and I really wanted to get the speaker back in the cab and hear it, so I actually didn't film or take any pictures of it before I put it back in the cab, and to be honest, I'm not going to pull it out. But as far as the doping, it feels strong, it feels still very flexible, and you honestly really can't tell that anything is on there. There's a little bit of shine to the edge, but pretty much it's pretty flat, and we just did a nice thin coat all around the edge. I did give it a little thicker coat where the tear was, where we used the Chemex filter to repair that and patch that, but yeah, beyond that you can't really tell that anything even happened to the speaker, that there was a repair that I did, unless you look at the backside and see the Chemex filter, which is still white. You were hearing the amp throughout the demo there. Yeah, and I think it sounds great. The issue was, you'd get it up around 3, maybe 3.5 on the volume, and you would start to distort because that tear was just rubbing and flexing against each other, and you were just hearing the speaker actually distort. Now I can turn it up to 6, and I'm getting preamp distortion, but it's not, or preamp drive, but it's not the speaker distorting, which is awesome, and it's a great sounding speaker, and you'll hear that right now. Cool. So thanks for joining us again for a little repair video. I hope it helps. I got this tip from Uncle Doug on YouTube, and I have to say it worked great. And yeah, if you're doing a repair yourself, or you just don't have the money to spend on a reconing, and if it's going to be thrown out anyways, might as well go spend $7 on this. Give it a try. Like, what's it hurt? Like I said, for me, it's one of those things. The speaker was sitting in a box for years and not getting any use, so I'd rather try and get it into playing order than just have it continue sitting. And I wasn't going to do a complete reconing for the speaker. It just doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed that. So it's a great amp. It's a great speaker. Yeah. Cheers.